Good morning, students. Let's continue solving the past paper. So, the next sum in this paper is a bag contains red beads and green beads. There are 80 beads altogether. The probability that a bead chosen at random is green is 0.35. Find the number of red beads. So, what is the probability of choosing a green one? Choosing a green one is number of green by total is 80, which is given to be 0.35. X is the number of green beads present. So send 80 to the other side now. So x equal to 0.35 into 80. How much will this become? 28. That means your red beads are 28. So sorry, green beads are 28. So how many red beads will it have? Total are 80 minus 28. Clear? So that will result in 52. So these many red beads are there in the bag. Now next one. Marcus chooses a bead at random and he replaces it in the bag. He does this 240 times. Find the number of times he would expect to choose a green bead. So for this type of questions, what is the probability of a green? 0.35. Multiply it with number of times you have repeated the event of choosing a bead. So 0.35 into 240 will result in 84. That means chance of getting a green bead is 84 times. Am I clear? Now next one. A different bag contains two blue. So good habit is whenever you are reading, write the given data in this way. 3 yellow, so 3 yellow, and 4 white, so 4 white. Huma chooses a marble at random, notes the color, then replaces it in the bag. She does it 3 times. Underline it better. Find the probability that all the 3 marbles are yellow. From the bag, she is picking how many? 3. When the first one is taken, she is replacing it back in the bag. Then the second one replaced it, then the third one. So what is the probability of getting all the 3 yellow? So only one option, that is yellow, yellow, yellow. So what is the probability of getting a yellow in the first attempt? How many yellows are there? 3. By total 5 plus 4, 9. Second time also it will be the same probability because it is being replaced. Third also same. So this will result in 1 over 27. Okay, now next. All 3 marbles are different colors. Now here you need to write different possibilities. Start with blue, yellow, white, fix blue. Change this to, it could be white, yellow. Next, now start with yellow. It could be blue, white or white, blue. Now start with white, white, blue, yellow or else white, yellow, blue. No other possibility you could get. So by fixing, it becomes easier for us. So now let's write probability for each. For this one, how much will I get? How many blue are there? 2. So 2 by 9 into yellow is 3. 3 by 9 into white is 4 by 9. The catch is, since it's being replaced, this probability will also be the same. Only the shuffling of numbers, but it will be altogether same. This also same, same, same and same. Did you understand? So instead of writing it 6 times and adding, directly into 6 I do. Did you understand? It's nothing but BYW plus BWY plus YBW plus YWB plus WBY plus WYB. Instead of adding 6 times, the entire probabilities are same. Instead of adding 6 times, write once, multiply by 6 will be easier. So how much you get here? 6 and 6 gone, 3 ones, 3 threes. So how much you get? Okay, it was 4 by 9, isn't it? Yeah. So 3 twos, 3 threes. So 2 fours, 8. 8 into 2 is 16 by 9 into 9, 81. So this is the answer. Did you understand? Now the next sum. Another bag contains 2 green. So 2 green and 3 pink. Teresa chooses 3 counters at random without replacement. Now it's the example of not being replaced. Find the probability that she chooses more pink counters than green. So what could be the possible results? Possible results could be there should be more pink. So it could be she is choosing 3. So PPG or else PPP. All the 3 are pink. Again, this can be shuffled. It can become PGP or GPP. No other possibility. Again, each of the probability will be same. So I'll write for 1 into 3 I will do here. Here even if I shuffle they remain the same. So it's only one possibility. So this into 3 plus this will give me the answer. So what is the probability of getting a pink one first? Is 3 over 5. Next time pink the count is decreased 4 and this time the pink ones are only 2. This time you need green. There are 2 greens and the count this time is 3. Now here when you need all 3 of them to be pink starting from 3. So 3 by 5 count is decreasing and here pink count is also decreasing. So this into 3 plus this is the answer. That will give you 0.7. Am I made myself clear? So next sum. The diagram shows a quadrilateral ABCD. The length AC is x centimeters. Use the cosine rule in triangle ABC to show this. He mentioned us clearly that I should use cosine rule. So this side, you know cosine rule, a square equal to b square plus c square minus 2bc cos a. So whatever side I choose here, it has to be the opposite angle. Okay, so in this triangle, he is asking me to use cosine rule. So which angle do I know in this triangle? I know only this angle. So which is the opposite side? 12.5. So I choose this to be my A. So it becomes 12.5 square equal to square other two sides square. 8.5 square plus x square minus 2 into 8.5 into x into cos opposite to this angle is 60. So send 8.5 square to the other side. So 12.5 square minus 8.5 square equal to x square minus 2 into 8.5 is 17x cos 60 is half. Okay. So now it becomes, how much will it become? X square minus 8.5x equal to 12.5 square minus 8.5 square will give you 84. Bring 84 to this side. So x square minus 8.5x minus 84 equal to 0. But here before x square there is a number 2 in what he is asking us to show. To get a 2 here, multiply the entire by 2. So 2 gets multiplied to each of it. So it becomes 2x square minus 17x minus 168 equal to 0. This is what he is asking us to show and we have shown. Clear? Now next one. Solve the equation showing all your working, giving your answers correct to 2 decimals. So whenever he said 2 decimal, definitely I won't be able to factorize it. I won't get a and b values for me to factorize. 2 decimal places is a hint that I should use the quadratic formula, which is minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Before replacing it here, place what are ABC values, write them first. A is 2, B is minus 17, C is minus 168. Now replace them in the formula. So it is minus of minus 17 plus or minus root of B square means minus 17 whole square minus 4AC. 2 into AC is minus 168 by 2A. Clear? Now in the calculator, once you place plus, you get 14.35, and the next time don't type the entire thing again, just change the positive sign to negative sign. You get the answer, and the answer that you get is minus 5.85. Did you understand? These are the two values of x. Now next one, use the sine rule to calculate the length CD. So if I write the sine rule in this triangle, CD by, what is the angle opposite to CD? 46, equal to, which other side do I know in this triangle? I don't know this, I know only x, which we found earlier is 14.35 by opposite to x is sine 58. So send 46 to the other side. So CD equal to 14.35 by sine 58 into sine 46. Place this in the calculator. You will get the CD value to be 12.17. That is the answer. Am I clear? Now next one. Calculate area of the quadrilateral ABCD. This entire area is nothing but, so area of ABCD is equal to area of two triangles together, ABC plus ACD. If I add these two triangles area, I get the entire area of quadrilateral. Now how much is area of ABC? Half AB sine C. Here, what is area of a triangle? Half AB sine C. So if I take these two sides, 8.5 into 14.5 into sine 60 plus for ACD triangle, which two sides can I take? These two, because I know CD and X. So it becomes half of 14.5 into CD is 12.17 into sine 76. Place this in the calculator directly. You get the answer to be 138. Centimeter square is the area of the quadrilateral. Am I clear? Next sum, matrices. This is removed from the syllabus. You don't have matrices any longer. So leave this sum. Next sum is on vectors. In the diagram, O is the origin. You can see O. And P lies on AB such that AP is to PB is 3 by 4. So AP is 3 parts, PB is 4 parts. OA is A, OB is B. Find OP in terms of A and B. So let's start. OP equal to means you need to walk from O to P. How will you walk? First you go from O to A, then O to A, then from A to P. O to A is nothing but A plus AP will be, total is 7 parts. So this will be 3/7 of AB vector. How much is AB vector you get? A to P you want to go, so it becomes AO minus AO plus OB. How much is AO? It's in the opposite direction, so it is minus A, and OB is B. Place it here. So it is A plus 3 by 7 of minus A plus B. So now multiply, how much you get? A minus 3 by 7 A plus 3 by 7 B. You take the LCM here into 7 into 7 because these are like terms. So 7 minus 3, 4. So 4a by 7 plus 3b by 7 is your OP. Did you understand? Now next one. The line OP is extended such that OC equal to m times of OP. OC, the entire O to C. And BC equal to K times of A. Find the values of M and K. First of all, given is BC equal to KA. How can I write BC? BC can be written as OC minus OB. It's a rule, we have been using it in vectors. Position vector of second needs to come first minus OB. Next, how much is OC given to us? M times of OP minus OB is how much? B equal to K times of A. Clear enough? Send B to the other side and M times of OP is this one. So 4A by 7 plus 3B by 7 equal to K plus B. Now multiply by M to each. So it becomes 4M by 7A plus 3M by 7B equal to K plus 1B. Nothing is there means 1. Now to find the values of K and M, you need to equate. Before A, what do you have here? K. Here 4M by 7. That means 4M by 7 equal to K by equating A. Now compare B terms. Before B, what do you have? 3M by 7. Here 1. So 3M by 7 is equal to 1 by comparing B terms. So M equal to 7 by 3. Place it here. So 4 into 7 by 3 by 7 equal to K. K gets 7 gets cancelled. K equal to 4 by 3. So M is 7 by 3 and K is 4 by 3. Did you understand? By comparing, I am getting the values of M and K. Before A, what do you have? K. That should be equated to before A, whatever is present on the other side. So K equal to 4M by 7. Same way, before B, what do you have? 3M by 7. On the other side, before B, 1. So equate both. I got M and K. With this paper has been completed. Thank you.